In this art lesson, we will learn about some fractions and proportions that help us to draw portraits with more accuracy. After understanding these, we'll move on to draw a step-by-step portrait, keeping in mind the fractions that we've learnt. Materials you'll need are a pencil, eraser, and your art sketchbook to draw in. First, let's start with the note that in general, humans have differing bone structures, muscle tissue and face shapes depending on DNA and what part of the globe that they're from. However, as one human race, we can generally go by the following guide in proportions to give us a rough idea to where we should draw facial features of a human being. When we draw a human face, we need to be aware of the mathematical calculations that will allow us to draw it in proportion. Although this diagram can be used as a more detailed reference, if you are a beginner in drawing portraits, let's simplify the diagram down to bite-sized pieces before we attempt to draw our own portrait. How to draw a face. Step 1. Take your pencil and draw an oval. Try to make the shape no smaller than your hand. Step 2 is to section the oval shape first into 4 pieces. The vertical line should be perfectly in the center and straight, and the horizontal line should be placed halfway down the middle of the face. About halfway in between the bottom of the lower part of the face, draw another line like so. Step 3. Draw a mark in the middle of the vertical guideline and each side of the face. This mark represents the top of the eye or pupil. Step 4 is to draw a guideline down vertically from each of those eyes, dash that you drew. Then draw the mouth in between those 2 lines and the tip of the nose. At this stage of our portrait, you may notice it looks slightly more female. This is because the shapes are more rounded. To give it a more masculine appearance, if that's what you choose, you need to make your appearance more angular and less round. Step 5. Now draw in the eyes. Notice that the iris is centered on the red line and the eyelid is on the top middle horizon middle guideline. Put the top of the eyebrow about one eye's height above the eye. Now draw on the other eye and make sure that they are both similar in size. Notice that the eyes are about an eye's width apart, and also draw a line down from one of the eyebrows. Draw the nose above the second horizontal line down. Step 7. Now notice that the ears are placed between the tops of the eyes and the bottom of the nose. Also put in more details to the nose and start drawing in details such as the pupils to the eyes. Last step, step 8, you can add in your hair just by some simple lines in terms of whatever shape it is that you're trying to achieve.